Welcome to the Old Coins Explorer, the ultimate treasure hunt. Here we will explore the hidden values of old and valuable coins. Did you know that a small coin minted in 1947, just after World War II, could hold a forgotten story of royal power, national change, and a secret about silver that rocked an entire empire? This isn't just a British One Shilling coin. This is a key that unlocks a moment in history where silver vanished overnight. The British Empire was transforming, and coins began to speak more than their face value. What if I told you that this coin not only marked the end of an era, but the beginning of a modern mystery in numismatics? Sit tight, because you're about to discover the hidden power, the real worth, and the untold legacy of the 1947 British One Shilling coin. And trust me, it's far more than just a pocket piece. Let's jump into this historic gem. Now, when we talk about coins, especially older ones, most people think, oh, it's just a piece of metal. But coins like this one, they're time capsules. And the 1947 British One Shilling coin is one of those with layers of royal history, economic change, and national identity. So, what makes the 1947 shilling so different? First off, this coin marks a dramatic turning point in British currency. Before this year, 1 shilling coins were minted with 50% silver, which meant they weren't just used to buy things. They were worth something in metal. But in 1947, all that changed. Post-war Britain was broke. The country had fought a massive global war, borrowed billions, and was now trying to rebuild while maintaining what was left of its crumbling empire. To cut costs, the British government removed all silver from circulating coins. Just like that, the silver era ended, and that 1947 1 shilling became the very first of a new kind of coin, made with copper nickel instead. Now imagine that overnight, money lost its shine, literally. For centuries, silver was a symbol of wealth and value. People trusted silver coins. They had weight, they had luster, they felt valuable. But suddenly, the coin looked the same, yet it wasn't. It didn't feel the same in your hand. The value was gone, at least in terms of metal content. And that shift, it sent a clear message. Trust in the government, not the metal. And that's why the 1947 shilling is so important. It isn't just a piece of history, it's a statement. It marked a change in how people thought about money, value, and trust. Let's talk design now, because here's where it gets even cooler. The 1947 shilling came in 2 versions. Yes, that's right. Not 1, but 2 distinct designs were issued that year. Why? Because the UK had different national identities to represent, especially England and Scotland. So, you had the English version, featuring a lion standing on a crown, a very bold, strong, royal image. It screamed empire and power. Then there was the Scottish version, showing a rampant lion on a shield, surrounded by a decorative Scottish crown. Both versions carried the legend Fide Defendiampi, meaning Fidei Defensor, Indi Imperator, or Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Now here's a twist. This was one of the last years that the Emperor of India title appeared on British coinage. By 1948, India was independent, and the British monarch was no longer its emperor. So in a way, this coin also marks the end of imperial titles, another huge moment in global history. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the man on the front. King George VI, his portrait, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, is a calm, serious profile of a king who never expected to wear the crown. Remember, George VI only became king after his brother Edward VIII abdicated to marry an American woman. George wasn't trained for it, wasn't prepared, but he became a symbol of wartime strength and resilience. When you hold this coin, you're holding the image of a man who led Britain through its darkest days and helped rebuild it afterward. But wait, there's more. This coin also reveals something strange about British coin collecting. Normally, a coin's value is tied to how much silver or gold it has, or how rare it is. But the 1947 shilling defies that. It's not silver. It's not ultra-rare, but it's historically rich. And that makes it a sleeper coin in the collector world. You see, many people overlook it because they're chasing silver. But smart collectors? They know that transitional coins, especially from key years like 1947, are deeply valuable for historical reasons. That's where the real stories are. So let's say you have one of these coins, or maybe you're thinking of finding one. What should you look for? First, check the design. Is it English or Scottish? That can affect interest among collectors, especially those who love British regional history. Next, look at the condition. Uncirculated coins, ones that were never used in everyday transactions, can fetch 5 to 10 times the value of a circulated one. A regular circulated 1947 shilling might sell for £1 to £5, but a high-grade or proof version can go for £20 to £50 or more depending on the demand and market trends. And don't forget, this coin isn't just for British collectors. It's popular worldwide. American and Canadian collectors, especially those interested in World War II-era items, love coins like this. And because it was part of everyday currency in the Commonwealth, it has fans in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and even India. That global interest gives it cross-border value, which isn't common for every coin. Now here's something even deeper. When you hold this coin, you're holding the weight of a world that was trying to heal. Britain in 1947 was rationed, tired, hopeful. The war was over, but the scars remained. People were trying to rebuild homes, businesses, dreams. And this coin, it was in their pockets. It paid for loaves of bread, rides on the bus, pints at the pub. It was there in the hands of veterans, mothers, kids going to school. It's a piece of real life, a story not from the palace, but from the people. So next time you see a 1947 British One Shilling coin, don't think of it as just another old coin. See it for what it is, a symbol of transition, a bridge from the old world to the new, a small, unassuming object that captured the spirit of a changing empire. That, my friend, is real value. And if you're a collector, this is the kind of coin that sets your collection apart. Not because it's the most expensive, but because it has the most soul. So whether you're starting your journey into coin collecting or you're a seasoned numismatist looking for something with meaning, don't sleep on the 1947 shilling. It's not just a coin. It's a moment in your hand.